Well, hello everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you all doing tonight? I hope everyone's doing good. Myself, hey, can't complain. Um, I haven't done bingo on StreamYard for a while. Last time I tried it, had issues. That's why I switched over to YouTube. But I thought, we're going to give it a try. And if for some reason it's not working for me tonight, I'll end it and we'll restart on YouTube. No big deal. We are doing 10 numbers tonight. For the newbies, I do have you in my book. You're all good to go. Thank you very much for putting your numbers in the post. And since we got a good little crowd, we're going to get started right away. So let me move my board up a little. Let's do a reset. Confirm. Good luck, everybody. Here we go with game number 1.
62.
Let me turn my computer up. There we go.
37.
Please let me know if you can hear the caller okay.
6. 49. 69.
We're good. Thank you very much.
64.
And just to remind those who are new, I play all my bingo on one device, which is my
21.
laptop. So I've got to switch back and forth from one window to another. And yes, on StreamYard, there
47.
is a bit more of a lag from the time you put bingo until it shows up in my chat on StreamYard.
71.
So you've got to please bear with me. I will catch it. It just takes a moment.
76.
And then I've got to switch over to a different screen, pause the board. So please bear with me.
85. 82. 13. 20. 79. 23. 41. 9.
Okay, thank you very much, Trucker.
78. 31. 80. 87.
We have Victoria with 1.
46.
We have Trucker with 4.
59. 16. 32.
Trucker now has 6.
14.
Debbie's got 3. Victorian's got 2.
30. 65. 58.
Debbie's got 3. Joe's
11.
got 4.
7. 57. 81. 83.
Victorian's got 4.
86. 84. 68. 90. 12.
Joe's got 6. Victoria's got 5.
5. 22.
Well, Victorian's
19.
got 6.
77. 40. 38.
Trucker's got 8.
34. 18. 73. 8. 60. 51.
Joe's got 7.
29. 52. 1. 63. 48. 74. 75.
Victorian's
89.
got 7.
2.
Debbie's got 6.
42. 26. 72.
Trucker's begging for some numbers.
56.
Joe's got 8. She's coming for you, Trucker.
61. 45. 53. 25. 66. 24. 88. 44. 70. 43.
Joe has 9. Bingo for Miss Debbie. And Debbie's numbers are rows 2 and row 8. Congratulations, Debbie. And I do know there is another one on the board. I'm just waiting for it to come through. Yeah, we do have another bingo on the board, but I don't think she's called it yet. Do I need to call it for her? Miss Joe. I do believe you got a bingo there, sweetie. You gonna write it in, or is it gonna be? I know your numbers. You're all good to go. Yeah, exactly, Trucker. Miss Joe, where'd you go? We know Joe's rows are 8 and 14, but she hasn't put them in yet, or put her bingo in yet. So I guess she doesn't want it. So I have confirmed 8 and 14 is good. Maybe she's fallen asleep or had to go deal with the dogs or something. So Joe's bingo, I'm going to confirm, is a good bingo, everybody. So let's go ahead and reset the board. Actually, let me just double check the chat real quick. Yeah, no, still hasn't put it in. Okay. We're just going to give it to her because we know Joe's numbers. Let's confirm. Good luck, everybody.
66.
Yeah, she could be away from the computer for a moment.
53.
Taking meds, you never know, right? Maybe dealing with the dogs, had to go get a drink. Like I said, we all know
71.
Joe's numbers. She's had the same numbers forever, and they are legit.
21.
Yeah, no problem, hun. We figured you were doing something. I confirmed your numbers. You're all good. You did have a bingo.
34. 32.
On new dogs? You got new doggies?
40.
What kind of doggies did you
87.
get? Are you just dog sitting, or did you guys actually get new dogs?
70.
Or did you misspoke there? Didn't even know you're.
78.
Oh, oh, sweet.
50.
Okay. Oh, Shih Tzus are a cute puppy.
80. 62.
Yeah, with new puppies, they need more hands-on. But oh, that is so adorable. Yes, definitely lots of hearts for the new puppies.
7.
Oh, they're not puppies.
72.
About how old are these little Shih Tzus?
76.
Even bigger ones, they're still a cute dog.
49.
Oh no. So sad to hear.
63.
And unfortunately, dogs take that very hard when all of a sudden, their owners are no longer there and they're so
83.
confused. They don't know. They're around 5. Aw. And did the owner have them for the whole,
64.
their whole life? And if so, that's hard for them. Aw. Miss Joe's got
51.
4. But we know you'll give them lots of love and care, and because they're a smaller
4.
dog, your Chihuahua, and that will get along hopefully well with it and not be a bully. I know your Chihuahua's not a bully. It's just Jack's just a wimp.
20. 69. 35.
Oh, dang. Debbie's got 3. And
67.
sometimes it is hard bringing a new dog into the pack, or dogs into the pack. Especially if you've had the other
73.
dogs for, good length of time.
58.
Well, I hope they do okay for you, Joe,
14.
and, they adapt well and stuff. Victorian's got 5.
31.
And all you can do is give them lots of love and care and snuggles and,
19.
I wonder what they think, though, of the birds.
47. 65.
Huh. Joe's got 5.
38. 13.
Well, hopefully they'll adapt okay for you.
17.
And we definitely wish you all the best with them.
61. 15. 29.
Victorian's got 6.
37.
Oh, that's good.
56.
And what do they think of the jungle chicken? Have they met the jungle chicken yet?
25.
Debbie's got 4.
30. 1. 42. 33.
Now, do you guys have Jack from the time he was a puppy?
81.
Or no problem so far? That's good. Because sometimes if he's got the dog maybe a little bit older
90.
and maybe he was attacked by a smaller dog. Because I know when my mom...
85.
Oh, you've had him since a puppy. Okay. Because I know my mom's Chihuahua.
79.
She was at her friend's place and they had a Rottweiler. And my mom's dog went literally
88.
for the throat and brought the Rottweiler down in tears. And my mom's Chihuahua was
10.
not going to let go. It took a lot to get him to let go. And like, thank goodness he didn't draw any blood or do any damage.
60.
Victorian has 8. And believe me, after that, my mom's friend's Rottweiler did not
89.
like small dogs because small dogs are very sneaky, especially Chihuahuas. That's why I was wondering maybe if Jack
77.
has been attacked before or something. Oh, they keep him in line. They show him who's boss. You don't
41.
like that. Debbie's got 5.
22.
That could be why he's afraid of the Chihuahuas and the little dogs, because,
54.
they put him in his place. Now, are the Chihuahuas older than Jack, or is Jack older than the Chihuahuas?
74.
Oh, the Chihuahuas are first. Yep.
68.
So they really put him in his place then.
44. 75.
Oh, they're much, much older than Jack, eh? Oh, okay.
43.
Joe has 7. Joe has 8.
11. 82.
Victorian has 9.
3.
Debbie has
26.
8.
84.
Debbie has
36.
9. Joe has 9.
16. 2. 59. 23.
Bingo for Miss Debbie. And Miss Debbie's numbers again are as follows. Rows 2 and row 8 down. Congratulations. That's a good bingo, Debbie. Let me just double check the chat for a moment, see if there's anybody else. Like I said, we know StreamYard chat's a little slower than the YouTube side, so looks like I'm just got Debbie. So again, congratulations. Let's go ahead and reset the board. Confirm. Good luck, everybody.
64. 72. 18. 54. 29. 28. 44. 48.
It's like a few years back now. Actually,
34.
I guess it was within the last 2 years. 'Cause I've only had my laptop for about 2 years.
74.
I know our Shoppers Drug Mart the one time had a printer on sale.
62.
Pretty decent price. It was like $30-something, $40-something. It wasn't that expensive. And it was wireless.
76.
And I thought, oh my goodness, with my laptop, that would be awesome. So I went in. It was just before Christmas. So
87.
not this past Christmas before. So I guess just over a year and a half. And my son,
43.
who bought my laptop and set it all up for me, so he knows the ins and outs with my laptop better than I do.
66.
He was a couple doors over getting some pizza. He was hungry. So went in because I always get my kids the
16.
shave or the body wash, deodorant, Axe kits because I've always loved the smell of them.
55.
And I always get them the kit every year for Christmas. So I went and did that, and then I'm looking for this printer that they have on
6.
sale and finally found one on the shelf. So I asked the lady
56.
that I was dealing with at the store, what's the return policy for the printer
49.
if it's not compatible with my computer? She turns around and tells me it can only be returned to the store if it's
2.
not open. Explain to me how you don't open a printer, don't set it up,
57.
and you know your computer is not compatible with it. I thought, are you freaking kidding me?
13.
Like, I was so annoyed. I thought, yeah, I'm not buying this because, like, unless I go out and get my son to come in and
42.
look at it, he might be able to tell me, yeah, Mom, this will work with your printer or your computer. I don't know.
8.
But I thought, you're not going to let me set it up to see if it works? But I kind of understand because you got to put the ink in it and
65.
everything, and they don't want it returned with used ink cartridges and stuff like that. But I thought,
78.
oh my goodness, like, me just looking at the box and all the jibber jabber on the box doesn't
22.
tell me, the customer, if it's going to work. So I never did buy it, so no idea if it would have
52.
worked or not. Yeah, very crazy. Like, Debbie's got 5,
43.
Joe's got 3. And like I said, like, I don't know my computer well enough to know
61.
what I'll have and don't. Like, I know it's Windows 10 I have on mine. Yeah, it's a little outdated.
17.
I will not update to Windows 11. Never been a fan of Windows 11. A friend of mine had it on their computer and they said it was crap, so I won't get it. But like I said, like my printer, or blah, can't even use your words. My laptop's only a couple years old, so
24.
I'm assuming it would probably be compatible. But again, I didn't want to buy it and it not be
31.
compatible, and I've got this huge ass heavy paperweight.
32. 81.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I think the one I was looking at was a Canon. That's all I could tell you about the printer. I know it was a Canon.
51.
And I've had Canons before, and I don't mind the Canon printers. But like the wireless part, and I thought, you know what, it's kind of a good thing I didn't buy it. I've got lots of yarn, like not like a lot of other yarnies out there. But I got a nice little collection
35.
of yarn. I got a nice little collection of like printed out
75.
books and patterns and stuff like that. If I had a printer, I'd have to get those 3-inch thick binders
84.
and get like multiples of those because I'd be printing up patterns daily.
7.
Oh, nice.
53.
Okay, I may have to look into maybe
39.
getting one. But like I said, like I'd be printing patterns all the time that, I want to make this or I want to make that, or
63.
I like this one or I like that one. And I want it in color, so the pictures look really nice.
68.
I'd be going through a lot of ink and a lot of paper. And because my hubby kind of supports my craft, unless I happen to be lucky and win
47.
PayPal or Amazon or stuff like that, or win actual prizes, and Canada accepts
40.
it from the US, which right now they're not, then that's another expense my husband would have to
82.
fork out that I don't think he'd want to.
60.
Yeah, exactly. And before you know, you've got like stacks and stacks of paper of different patterns and
19.
things you want to make and stuff. And it, like literally with crochet, and I imagine with
86.
sewing as well, there's more parts to the craft. Like there's the collecting
14.
of the yarn, there's collecting of the patterns, there's collecting of your
90.
hooks and needles, collect crochet and knit. So like there's 3 parts, and they're all
41.
their own collection. And the pattern one could be the
3.
worst, I think, because all that paper. That's why I try to do everything I can offline
11.
or on like from the computer or whatever. And then find a pattern I like,
27.
follow it, copy if I have to. Then once I've made it, delete it. Joe's got
26.
7. Yeah, and Joe, you print a lot of stuff for your paperwork and stuff
12.
you do.
67.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Trucker. I'm the same way. Joe has
85.
9, and you can only make so much so fast. And your eyes are
70.
like, oh yeah, I can do that. It don't take me about a week or 2 to make that, and
58.
4 months later, you're looking at it, and you only got half the stuff you need cut out, and you're like, oh my goodness, what kind of rabbit hole
38.
did I go down? Oh yeah, collecting patterns and seeing patterns that you want can be
21.
very dangerous.
37.
And it's like, yeah, I would definitely probably go through a lot of paper and ink. So I thought,
59.
no. Debbie's got 8.
9. 20.
Oh, nice, Joe. I definitely still want to try and get a live
30.
for us together so that we can sit and craft and chat and show what we're making. I know I was going to do it last week. I just didn't feel up to it, I guess. Debbie's got 9.
77.
Yeah, I'd love to see your albums. Do you have the ones you've made in your post?
79.
Oh, scrappy blankets are like the best.
4.
Yeah, I'll definitely let you know for sure. I'll definitely tell you, Joe, when I have it all set up and ready to
83.
go. Drucker's got 8.
80.
But I know we haven't done a sit and craft in a while, so
71.
we'll have to see what we can do about that.
23.
Bingo for Miss Joe. And Joe's rows are 8 and 14. Congratulations, Joe. That is a good bingo. Ooh, we almost had all the balls called, so let's see if there's anybody else besides Joe. Joe. Oh, we have Debbie. I see you, hon. And Debbie's numbers again are 2 and 8. Congratulations. Sorry, hon, I didn't see yours come up before I saw Joe's, but I gotcha. So we have Debbie, we have Joe. Congratulations, ladies. Let's go ahead and reset the board. And good luck, you all.
27.
You're very welcome,
66.
Joe. It was nice
30.
having her host again.
7.
She's always so fun and, chipper, and she's got a cute little giggle to herself,
23.
I think. I love her. She's such a sweetie. But yeah, when she gets
53.
that little chuckle and giggle, like when someone's written something funny in the chat, it's so sweet and cute.
43.
Mm.
4.
She'll be back tomorrow. Nice.
90. 19.
That's one I definitely miss about Mr. Lucky Bill's bingos. With
86.
his granddaughter. She was another one that was a sweetie.
52.
And like when he'd have her host with him, oh, she was another
58.
sweetheart.
57.
Believe me, hon, that's not a problem.
6.
My youngest has a speech impediment and stuff, and because he's tongue-tied.
12.
And if you look at him straight on, his one eye literally sits higher than the other. And because he was
62.
born in December, he got to start school at age 3.
61.
But his marking of, like, he always was in the grade he should be in for when he started school and
74.
stuff. But they always had to mark him a grade lower because of his age, not
1.
his ability. So believe me, and we understand. My oldest aunt on my
14.
mom's side, like my grandparents' oldest daughter, my grandmother, when I
42.
think she was about 8 months pregnant with her, and they lived above a laundromat at the time.
55.
And to get into my grandparents' place, and this is their first child, by the way, they had those black metal stairs that she had to go
83.
down to get downstairs, like down to the ground level. Didn't realize it snowed the night before, and as she was coming
31.
down the stairs, had fallen about halfway down, and
24.
ended up going to open up the laundromat because she was running late. That's why she wasn't really paying as much attention.
10.
I think she was about 7 months pregnant. So for about a couple months there, my aunt was losing oxygen
88.
to her brain. And back then, like 70 years ago, they didn't do ultrasounds and stuff.
25.
So my aunt was born mentally handicapped due to lack of oxygen.
28.
So and then my one brother's child, she was born with a
71.
terminal illness, and so yeah, we still love her.
35.
She's quirky in her own way. She's got her own personality, and we all love her.
17. 76.
Oh, congrats. Oh, yeah, lots of stairs. Yeah, definitely don't be doing that yet, hun. Rutgers got 3. Definitely be following doctor's
69.
orders when he said, or they say you can do this now or do that. Because you overdo it, you're not
20.
going to heal and get as well as you can get, Joe has 4.
22.
But yeah, your granddaughter's such a sweetheart. Like I said, I love her
84.
little chuckle. She's got the cutest little chuckle when she's, we say something funny.
44.
And it's so sweet. Debbie's got
37.
4. Now she's the one that just had her
26.
graduation a few months back, correct? Then you and Mom were trying to go to it or whatever, and then
11.
you ended up having to do a live feed or whatever for hers. That was hers, correct?
46.
Yeah, there will be restrictions
29.
for a while for you, hon. And Debbie's got 6. Or from college, yeah. So
40.
But yeah, definitely love her. Like, I love my boys to death, but I think if I were to have a daughter,
50.
from what I've heard from her online, she'd be the type that I'd get along great
78.
with. She's such a sweetie. I know in person it's probably a different story,
13.
but we love her. Joe has 7.
34. 73. 5. 38. 60. 56. 33.
Debbie's got 7.
64.
That's when you just look at her and you say, yes, my child, and continue on doing whatever it was you were doing.
21.
Debbie's got 8. But if she's being bossy with you because it's your health,
70.
you gotta listen to her. You know it.
36. 54.
Oh, oh my goodness.
9.
She's a sassy little one.
3.
And she was like that too before everything went on. Like when she had her
85.
there last summer, she was like that as well then. It's her personality.
15.
And that's when you just sit back. You don't ask if there's anything you
59.
can do to help. And when she turns around and finally says, Nana, can you help me? Say, I don't know. Do I
59.
got to get out of your way to help you? And she'll probably sit there and say, oh.
72. 75.
True.
18.
Hey, welcome in, hun.
65.
We're doing 10 ball. If you want to wait till next game, I appreciate it.
80.
And how are you doing, Miss KK? Hope all's well.
77.
Victoria's got 6.
87.
No problem. And Debbie's got 9. Joe has 8.
32. 41.
Okay, I'm
49.
glad to hear you're doing good. Joe has 9. Victoria's got 8.
82.
Trucker's got 9.
45. 63.
Bingo!
2.
Oh, Miss Trucker has a bingo. I got you, sweetie. And Trucker's rows are row 5 and row 10. Congratulations. And I do know there's another bingo on the board. There's Miss Debbie. And Miss Debbie's rows again are rows 2 and row 8. Congratulations. Looks like we've only got the 2, so let's go ahead and reset the board. And good luck, everybody.
69. 78. 52. 3. 34.
And just a reminder, tomorrow, 7 o'clock
30.
Eastern time, Edna has her bingo. And is someone
85.
picking up Friday's bingo for Norma? I think I saw someone say they were doing it, but I don't remember who. So keep an eye out. There may be a bingo
87.
on Friday. This is pay weekend for hubby, so Him and I will probably be at the
38.
camper this weekend.
73.
Victoria's
79.
got one. Eddie's got one.
56. 65.
They learned pretty quick.
71.
Oh, nice,
40.
KK. Glad to hear that.
66.
Victoria's got 2. KK's got 3.
6.
Oh, that will be nice. Echo can, or Edna can do that. But if she
33.
can't, I can always maybe pick it up. I'll just keep an eye out and see if someone's got something posted. And if not,
41.
who knows? I may jump on. Oh, Joe's got the rotten goose egg.
53. 61.
Oh, yeah, they definitely learn very quickly who's got the treats.
27. 76.
Oh, you don't think she's going to do next Fridays? Okay.
16.
I'll have to see if I can do next Fridays for Norma.
7. 89. 63. 43. 77. 11. 48. 1. 13. 4. 20. 50. 51.
Oh, the stained glass would be really pretty.
24.
There's
14. 5. 84.
Oh, yeah, definitely prayers. Ooh.
72.
Wow. Hopefully everyone's going to
49.
be okay with that. Wow.
82. 26.
KK's got 5.
44. 46.
Julie, welcome in. That's okay, sweetie.
28.
Let me just double check. Okay. Let me double check to make sure I have
25.
you. Yes, I do. How are you doing, Miss Julie?
42.
Joe's got 4.
21. 55. 74.
Oh my
59.
goodness, Victoria. Wow. Victoria's got 6. Like,
83.
oh my goodness.
62.
Like, some places look so beautiful and so majestic and like, oh my god, that's gorgeous. What could naturally happen? Like,
18.
for most of you guys know, I live in Southern Ontario, and the only real
47.
issues we have here is sometimes some pretty nasty winters.
2.
And we do get the small, minor earthquake
12.
occasionally, and we do get occasionally a very small, and I mean small, tornadoes.
37.
My son actually sent me a picture. My older son sent me a picture not too long ago of a water spout
32.
one. But other than that, and we get like our forest fires and stuff like that. We've had those too.
88.
But it's like,
8.
KK's got 9, Joe's got 7. Yeah, like
19.
wow.
36. 23.
Oh no.
67.
My mom. Bingo for Miss KK. I see ya, hon. And Miss KK's numbers are on the next page. Rows 1 and 2 down. Congratulations, KK. That's a good bingo, and I know we have another one. Bingo for Miss Debbie, and Miss Debbie's numbers again are rows 2 and 8 down. Congratulations. That's also a good bingo. You're very welcome, KK. Let's get rid of that pop-up. I got a story to tell you about storage units in a second. Let's get the board reset. And good luck, everybody.
7.
My one brother, as an adult, moved back home to help save money and help our mom out and stuff like that. Well, he put a fair bit of stuff. Well, they both put a bunch of stuff
6.
in storage. And my brother, he's one that's really smart
34.
and sneaky about doing April Fool's jokes on people. Wow, my mother got
31.
him good one year. Oh my goodness. He worked his night shift. He was in bed sleeping.
66.
My mom's sitting at the table. She literally has this puzzled look on her face. She even, dampened her
40.
face. It looks like she's sweating and, kind of freaking out. And she's got a list of things written
83.
down on it and things like that. My brother got up. I was like, Mom, what's going
12.
on? Blah, 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 blah. She's like, I had a phone call earlier from the police department. We need
5.
to make a list of everything we had in storage. 4 or 5 units were
62.
vandalized and everything was stolen out of it. Ours was one of the ones that got hit.
16.
Well, my brother's freaking out. Like, oh my God, Mom, I don't remember what I all put in there. And he's trying to rhyme off things and, between her and him trying to write down things quickly as he can. It
44.
went on for a couple hours that she let this live up. Finally,
25.
my brother's like, I think that's everything, have you,
38.
they're showing you pictures? Have you gone out there? Because, this is well into the day because, like I said, he works nights.
15.
She's like, no, but we should go out there and stuff and whatever. She had to go get a couple things out of the storage. So that's one of the reasons she did this as well. So as they're driving up, there's no police caution tape or nothing. She's like, oh yeah, I should let you know, Pat. April Fools. I thought, oh my God, that is so nasty.
39.
He never pulled another April Fools on my mother though after that. He quit. He thought, you're the champion.
65.
I bow to you kind of thing. But oh yeah, being told your locker's unlocked and
10.
you know it's full of stuff. That would be nerve-wracking. Julie's got 2. KK's got 2. But yeah, my mom got my brother pretty good. And they had
14.
8 by 10, I think, storage units. So, like, a good size.
70.
Oh, but my brother got my mom every year. He'd pull a joke on her every year. She fell for it every year. Finally, she'd been planning this April Fool's for about
56.
2 weeks, she said. And, like, she worked on it good. She already had a list started
59.
a couple weeks prior. She even went out to the storage the one day, did a quick inventory of everything.
36.
She even talked to the storage manager just in case my brother got on the phone
28.
and phoned them to see if they had to come in to do anything that he knew what she was up to.
32.
Oh, yeah, she got him good. And at the time, my brother was in his
84.
early mid-20s. So I would have been my mid to start in my later
45.
20s. So, yeah, that was a good 20-something years ago. She did this. I was already on my own. Had been on my own for a few years by this point, actually. Yeah, she got him good.
14.
Julie's got 4. KK's got 3. Debbie's got 3.
43.
But yeah, it was a mean. But yeah, getting a call saying your storage unit's unlocked, whatever, and they end up calling the wrong person.
48.
That would be scary, especially if you've got like, even if it's not very expensive stuff, it's still
24.
your possession. And Joe's got 5.
86.
So yeah, if you ever got to pull an April Fool's joke on someone and you know you guys have storage units, keep that one in mind.
74.
You may want to use it. Debbie's got
79.
5. Like, honestly, that's one thing my husband and I never did. We never did April Fool's jokes on each other. I
20.
never really did any on the kids. I think the only one I
51.
ever did on the kids one year, Easter, was like a couple days before April 1st.
46.
So, and they still had a fair bit of Easter stuff left the night before.
17.
So, I hit all
81.
their remaining Easter stuff they had. And I told them I got hungry and ate all their stuff in the middle of the
21.
night. And at the time, they would have been... hubby and I were
75.
married, so my youngest, I think, was 4, and my
67.
oldest was 8. So I did that on the boys once, but then I never pulled any other tricks on the
55.
kids. Trucker's got 5, Victoria's got 4, Joe's got 6. Yeah, I did that April Fool's on the kids once.
69.
But other than that, I've never been really one for pulling April Fool jokes
90.
on people or getting caught in an April Fool's joke.
47.
Julie's got 6. KK's got 6.
85.
Debbie's
78.
got 7.
52. 33. 60. 61. 87. 49.
Debbie's got 8.
35. 29.
Victoria's got 7.
53.
Joe's got 7. Victoria's
77.
got 8.
57. 26, 18, 37,
Joe's got 8.
54, 27, 22,
KK's got 7.
23, 72, 76,
Debbie's got 9.
42,
Julie's got 7.
63,
Julie has 8.
41, 82, 11, 89,
Trucker has 8. Trucker has 9. Julie has
68.
9.
64, 19, 9, 73,
And we have a bingo with Miss Julie. And Julie's numbers are, Julie is rows 4 and rows 10 down. Congratulations, that's a good bingo. Let me just check the chat and see if there's anybody else. Okay, we got Julie. Then we have Trucker. And Trucker's numbers again are row 5 and row 10. Congratulations, that's a good bingo. Let me just see, is there anyone else? Okay, congratulations. Let's go ahead and reset the board. Confirm. And good luck, everybody.
28,
I'm going to go for about another half an hour, so we'll see how many games we can squeeze
88.
in.
Sixteen,
Julie has 1.
84, 37, 3,
And you saying I missed somebody? Or you
57,
thought there should have been more? Or are you just picking on Joe?
23, 15,
Joe, you know we all love you.
73,
Debbie's got 1.
53, 34,
Was there? I thought there was a couple left because
67.
KK didn't have a bingo either. And I know Joe and KK don't have any rows the same.
79,
So I think there was a few numbers that were missing because I don't think Norma had a bingo either. So
71,
I can honestly say,
27.
Trucker, oh my goodness. When I first started to host bingo, like for 10 ball, actually for 5 ball
33.
even. I don't know if I had my caller way too fast or if my chat was really bad at that time. But it was almost like every game I felt like Oprah
48.
Winfrey, you know, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Everybody gets a car. Like, even if there was still a number or two left
74.
missing from the board, it seemed like everyone that was playing all got bingos. Or multiple
77.
times my whole board would fill up before a bingo would show up in my chat. And it was like,
75.
okay, Tammy's bingo is the new Oprah Winfrey with cars, you know, like
35.
let's give out bingos to everybody. Throw caution to the wind. And I had that happen
61.
a lot when I first started to host bingo.
76.
Joe has 1, KK has 2, Trucker has 3.
59.
And who's going to have number 4?
81. 30.
What? Julie's got 2. Now we're going to count backwards. Oh, there we go. There's 4 on Miss
78.
Trucker.
69.
So, Trucker, are you like an 18-wheeler trucker? Like long haul type trucking?
65.
And if so, did you used
26.
to go to or still go to Dana's Wonderless? I'll say
89.
Dana Wonderless Crochet? Or Dana and Dooley?
32.
I know I haven't watched hers. You and hubby. Okay.
41.
Nice.
45.
But you've been on Dana's channel before, like going back a while ago. Like I haven't been on Dana's in a while.
2.
And she's a trucker as well. Oh, you don't know her? Oh, okay.
38.
Joe has 3. Now, have you guys been truckers for very long? Like, is this, last couple of years or been doing this for many years?
46.
That'd be a neat way to go see the country. Trucker has 5.
56.
Victoria's got 4. Trucker now has 6.
47.
Julie
10.
has 4. Oh, wow, 22 years. Nice.
86.
I bet you've seen some pretty wild stuff on the roads. Trucker has 7.
90.
KK has 6.
25.
Now, do you do long haul? I'm assuming since it's you and your husband.
14.
I'm going to assume you guys do long haul. Trucker has 8. Victoria's got 5.
64.
Joe's got 4.
70. 63. 87.
Victoria's got 6.
22.
Joe's got 6.
24.
Julie's got 6.
13.
Victoria's got 7.
17. 66.
Julie's got 7.
80. 40.
Oh, wow. Nice. Trucker's got 9. So obviously you do your same route over and over.
18.
And about how long are you guys on the road for that run? Joe's got 6. Yeah, what do you haul?
55.
Is it always the same haul, or is it just that's your route?
42.
Like I say my husband's a trucker, but he's a daily trucker. He goes,
Five.
and his is only a 3-ton truck. Occasionally he drives a 5-ton. So he doesn't do like the big 18-wheelers.
7.
And he just drives from DHL Hamilton Depot to DHL
29.
Depot in just outside of Windsor. And he takes the packages from one hub to another.
49.
But he doesn't do like the heavy duty trucking like you guys.
12.
Debbie's got 7.
51.
Oh, nice. And we have a bingo with Miss Trucker.
43.
And Trucker's rows again are rows 5 and rows 10. Congratulations, that is a good bingo. Oh, you haul mail? Okay. So Trucker's the only bingo I see, so we're going to go ahead and reset the board. Good luck, everybody.
63.
Yeah, like I said, my husband, he does like UPS or
62.
DHL, so like parcels and mail and stuff like that. And he's got his DG because
89.
some of the parcels could be dangerous goods.
84.
32 years. Wow.
45. 1.
Oh, wow, Victoria. That
22.
Yeah, that would make me nervous if all of a sudden my husband turned around and told me he was going to haul stuff like that.
90.
Like, he doesn't, like, my husband, George, doesn't have DGs all the time, which is dangerous goods.
24.
But he does occasionally have one. Actually, right now, he's not allowed to haul dangerous goods because his
42.
DG license has expired. And I don't recall if he's renewed it or not.
51.
I better ask him that when he comes home tonight from work. So right now, I don't think he's got his DG license.
44. 68.
Julie's got one. Hi, Norma, hun. Welcome in.
9.
Grab your numbers and jump on in. I'm only going to be hosting for about another 20, 25 more
21.
minutes, but how are you doing, sweetie?
30.
Oh, wow, Victoria.
40.
I know my husband, he likes doing the 3-ton truck
53.
because it can go a little bit faster than the 5 tons.
74.
I'm doing great, Norma. Now, there are
32.
technically 2 drivers that go to Windsor each day. Like
20.
my husband does the heavier stuff. No, the lighter stuff. Jesse does the heavier stuff that he
49.
does door-to-door delivery. And my husband just, like I said, goes hub to hub. And then
65.
they have their own drivers that dispute who gets what for what area kind of thing. But
86.
I don't think I could handle if my husband was hauling like
71.
dangerous stuff on a regular everyday. Like my husband and I the other day when we
3.
took our son to work, afterwards we went and grabbed Timmy's and kind of took the long way home, and we got behind
48.
this 18-wheeler, and it was a fuel truck, like hauling gasoline and that, and he was
39.
going like super, super slow, and he was getting on the highway same way we were. So my husband kind of
47.
did a quick round, with our personal truck, and then realized, oh, he was a double tanker. No
38.
wonder he was going so slow. And it's like, Victoria's got
66.
4, Joe's got 5, Norma's
82.
got 3,
23.
Debbie's got 5,
34. 36. 7. 75. 80. 13. 64.
Julie's got 3.
67. 61.
Ooh.
19. 54. 11.
Oh, wow.
17. 72.
I don't know
41.
what the heaviest load my husband's ever taken.
5.
I know a lot of times, like his truck, when he has his normal 3-ton
50.
truck, he usually has 2 cages of mail and smaller
29.
packages, and then he will usually have up to
83.
6 skids full height, shrink wrapped and all that, of boxes and stuff like that. Joe's got 6, Julie's got 4. Yeah, I don't know what like he doesn't have to go to the weight scales or anything like that, so I
2.
can honestly say with his company they never weigh things properly.
87.
So I can imagine he's probably been over his weight limit.
31. 33.
Wow.
27.
Norma has 6, Debbie has 7,
15.
Trucker has 7. And doing the mail, that'd be kind of a neat one to
58.
do. Like I said, my husband, he does a little bit of everything. And I'm thankful that, you know, due to when the pandemic striked and everything, or started and
25.
everything, that a lot of people went to ordering online. So my husband's job was considered
37.
essential. And, you know, because everyone was ordering all this stuff online,
77.
my son even got hired with the same company, which is DHL, first year of the pandemic.
55.
So it's like, hey, cool. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to ask him tonight
16.
if he knows what his top weight, or at least find out what his max weight is supposed to be.
57.
But I know there's been a few times he's had some pretty heavy skids of parcels, so
35. 70. 52. 12. 14.
Oh wow. But you remember too, like I said, I'm in Canada, so I know our weights
76.
and all that and restrictions are different than the US. I don't know how different, but
79.
you know, rules and regulations. What fun. Victoria's got
4.
9. Norma's got 8.
69.
Norma's got 9.
43.
Julie's got 8.
78. 26.
Bingo for Miss Norma. I've got you, hun. And Norma's numbers again are rows 7 and 17 down. Congratulations. And I do know there is at least one more. Let me see. Oh, we got Victoria. And we have Joe. Well, Joe is 8 and 14. And Victoria is 14 and 15. Congratulations, hon. I think that's your first one tonight. So let me just double check the chat real quick. You're very welcome, Norma. Victoria. Norma. Okay, we have got everybody, so let's go ahead and get the board reset. Confirm. Good luck, everybody. So we're going to do this game
35.
and one more after this, which will put me just over an hour and a half.
63.
So.
64.
Again, thank you guys all for coming out and spending a bit of time
40.
with me. I appreciate it. After Bngo, I'm going to do up a quick video
30.
of something I'm working on. So if you want to see what I'm making right now, keep an eye out for that video.
65. 48. 1. 87.
I bet you they, like, you know, that saying egg on their face kind of thing. Like, oh my gosh.
58.
Well, that's like when my husband used to go from Hamilton
5.
to Peterborough. He never got nailed with the scales or anything like that, which was fine with him. Like, he'd go to Peterborough, but always came back empty.
28.
Oh,
56.
Victoria, yikes. But when my husband started doing Hamilton to Windsor,
74.
one of the drivers that used to go out that way, I believe, got stopped by
78.
MTO once and gave attitude to the MTO
88.
guy, which, yeah, you never do that. And because their trucks are bright
33.
yellow with red writing on it, you can spot that mother from a mile down the road. It doesn't matter how many
59.
hills and turns and whatever else could be in front of it. You know, they're still going to spot you.
17.
And all because that one driver gave attitude years ago now. 'Cause my
83.
husband's been doing this run for, I want to say 6 years, 5 years, something like that.
27.
Yeah, he's been nailed with the scales
6.
a couple times because they literally, every time they see their trucks come up, they pull them in every time.
12.
I think they're trying to nab that other driver, and he no longer drives that route. So, because there's
51.
multiple spots my husband can get off the highway and take back routes, he does it
16.
every time now. He boycotts the scale section every single time now.
20.
And he usually gets off like 2 or 3 stops before the scales. So even if they're not
57.
on, he avoids them.
80.
But yeah, like I said, like
26.
with my husband's truck, because like it's company's truck, and yeah, they've been tagged.
60.
Now I don't know if the other guy that goes out there, if he gets nabbed as well.
18.
Avoid it if you can. Yep.
29.
Debbie's got 5. Victoria's got 4.
72.
And like I know with my husband as well,
9.
his manifest that he gets given to him from work before he pulls out a depot does not tell you every
76.
single package that he has on board. So, like, if he gets
53.
pulled over, like at one of the scales, and they decide, okay, let's see your manifest and all that and what you all
45.
have, and then start pulling stuff and that doesn't match, is not listed, that could
86.
put him in a heap of trouble. But like, he just takes what they put on him and what they give him. Like, he doesn't
67.
do all that work. It's done for him. So it's like,
54.
it's not fun. Julie's got 5. Victoria's got 5. So yeah, he
2.
definitely, he voids when he can. And like I said, like, he knows. And the funny thing is too, a lot of
55.
spots where I think there's 2 sections there and back
89.
that he avoids, and that area's always got construction going on, so he avoids it anyways because they're always doing road construction in that area, like yearly.
61.
Oh yeah, they
77.
can be if they want to. If they're having a bad day or they've already dealt with a nasty person,
34.
they'll take it out on every other trucker they come across for the rest of the day.
46.
Debbie's got 6. Norma's
62.
got 4.
90.
Oh wow, that's not bad. Because I think
23.
my husband, both times when he came in, I think all they did, they actually didn't really
82.
check him. They just weighed him to make sure he was underweight, and he was both times. So I think that's all he ever got.
36.
But like I said, if he gets a DOT that's in a bad mood, they may
85.
decide to strip his truck down and literally go through package for package. Like, I know they do a lot in the one
49.
cage. There's a lot of Temu stuff. And my husband, like, I think they just put
21.
cage of Temu on the list. They don't tell you how many packages or where each package is going to.
4.
And yeah, ugh. I wouldn't want that stress. That's for sure.
39.
Trucker has 8. Julie has 7.
69.
Like, for those who drive truck, like, congrats to you guys, because it is a
43.
very stressful job. And when you're doing like the longer hauls and
32.
stuff, yeah. I'll pass. Thank you very much.
47.
Victoria's got 6. Norma's
71.
got 6. Julie's got 8. Victoria's got 7. And like, the worst thing is, I know
14.
the one day my husband
10.
was taking the back way and he had a cop behind him, like just a regular officer, like cop, OPP, whatever.
22.
And he came up to a vehicle that was much slower than him.
13.
So finally he decided, okay, I'm in an area I can pass. Well, trucker's got 9. Julie's got 9. So he passed the truck, or the vehicle that was slower than him, in a
70.
legit spot where he could pass and everything, dotted line, all that crap. No hills. Oh, we got a bingo for Miss
84.
Julie. And Miss Julie's numbers are, let me go back to the other page, row 4 and row 10 down. Congratulations. Let me just quickly check. Julie's the only one, so congratulations. Let's go ahead and reset the board. This will be the last game for this evening, everybody. Good luck.
33.
So, he'd passed the vehicle, and then coming towards him
62.
up the road a little ways on the opposite direction, it only looked like a pickup truck. Because it was in the evening, so the lights were on and stuff. But there was a smaller car in front of the pickup truck, and he couldn't really see that one because of the lights from the pickup truck. So the smaller car kind of like erratically swerved towards the edge of the road and was being very dramatic
7.
from what I understand. And then didn't realize there was a cop behind
49.
my husband. And the cop witnessed all this, Well, then up a little further in the next town, all of a sudden my husband's driving. All of a sudden, there goes the cherries. My husband was pulled over.
4,
He's sitting there thinking, like, what the heck, right? So the cop's like, what happened? A couple miles up the road, blah, 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 blah. So he proceeded to tell the officer what happened. And they're like, well, they were saying like you were acting like you've been drinking and you're drunk or intoxicated or, on something and so on and so
25.
forth, right? Like, whatever. So then all of a sudden the cop that was following my husband,
40,
seeing this other cop had him pulled over, so he stopped, called the other cop over and said, like, what is going on? Like, I was
36.
behind this guy. What is going on? So the cop told the other cop, and the
41,
cop's like, I was behind him. That car overreacted. He had way more room. Like, this guy
37.
was already back in the proper lane when that other car would have been to where my
78.
husband was. So that car was overreacting. So all of a sudden the other officer said, go have a great day.
61.
Just watch your speed, cautious of other cars kind of thing, and let him go.
16,
If it wasn't for that other cop that was behind my husband, I don't know what could have happened that day.
22,
And then same with my husband twice now at work has been pulled in because people have called
71.
work and put a complaint in about him. And I'm like, work needs to put friggin'
51.
cameras in their vehicles so that when you are passing someone and this
9,
takes place or whatever takes place, they've got the video surveillance verifying that, you did this or you
21.
did that. And it's like, oh, stressful.
73, 35,
Exactly. Well, that's like
30,
in Hamilton, Ontario, we must have two cities. We have a lower city and then the other part of the city's up on a mountain.
86,
You gotta go up different accesses to get up to it, obviously, but it's all one city. So
59,
my husband the one day was going to work in our own personal vehicle. This was last year, by the way. He's going up the one access, which is 2 lanes up, but then a third
26.
lane on the right appears to go off the access. So you end up on a different road than if you were to stay in the left
88.
2 lanes. So my husband put on his signal, went over to that far right lane when it became available,
60,
and was going off this other access, like off-ramp type idea. All of a sudden this, and of course,
45,
he's beyond the point where it's a solid V line to indicate you're either going right or you're staying to the left.
83,
All of a sudden, this car cut across that V section that was painted to indicate where the one lane, the far right lane, was going compared to the 2 left lanes. Cut my husband off and then kept braking,
81.
checking him. Well, my husband decided finally when he got a chance, and
34.
that lane merged into the other 2 lanes coming up a different access, so it became multiple lanes again.
89,
He quickly went over to the next lane over and whipped past the guy and kept going.
70,
Well, there was a cop up the road a little ways, and he didn't see the cop. He got nailed with speeding, 50 over, lost his license for a month, got the truck impounded for 2 weeks,
44,
had to pay that. Then he had to go to court and all that stuff.
20,
Yes, brake checking is the worst. So, hi, Annie Marie. Welcome in, honey.
66,
This is our last game, sweetie, so I'm sorry. And I know I don't have numbers for you right now, so if you wouldn't mind going over to my post page, like my post where Community Tab used to be, it's now called a post, and put in your 5 and 10 numbers. I know you used to be, I believe, 1 through
43.
5 and then 1 through 10. If you want to keep those numbers, let me know and I can put you back in my
46.
book. But it's great to see you, sweetie. Hope all's well. But yeah, so
70,
because of all that, it kind of sucked him not having a license for a little bit and stuff. So for a month, he had to work in warehouse with my son, which was no big deal. He used to do warehouse for many, many years.
82,
You want to keep the same? Okay, honey, I will get you in my book so that next time you're good to go.
55,
Then my son and I were talking I mentioned to my husband, you need to get a dash cam in
42.
in our personal vehicle. So for Christmas, our son that works with him at the
76.
company, our younger son, gave him a nice little chunk of money, like not a whole
63.
lot, but a good amount to put towards dash cam. And my husband had to put in money towards it as
67.
well because he went to Best Buy and he bought a dual set. So there's a front camera and the back camera. Now the back camera is
6.
kept in the vehicle at all times. Unless you really get up really close with a flashlight, you can't see the
54.
back camera at all. So that way if someone rams him, try to do insurance type whatever, he's got surveillance on that as well.
10.
But yeah, everywhere he goes, he puts the dash cam in now.
79.
But unfortunately, because of the wiring, it's not like it's a plug and play into the lighter or something like that. And vehicles nowadays
64.
don't have those lighters.
85.
Yep. Deb's got 7, Julie's got 8, Norman's got 8.
18.
But yeah, he everywhere, even if he's just going like a couple blocks away to go get bread and milk or whatever, he puts that
57.
dash cam in every single time. Norma's got 8, Julie's
1.
got 9. I think I already said yours, Norma, but if I didn't, I'll say, or if I did, oh well, I said it again. Julie's
29.
like, come on. Oh, Julie needs 28.
38.
But yeah, he uses that dash cam. Hi, Janice, hun. We're on our last game, sweetie. I'm so sorry. Maybe you'll catch me next time.
11.
But thank you for coming in and saying hi.
53.
Debbie's got 9.
90.
Yeah.
18.
I don't like the dash cam either because it picks up audio as well. And I like to sit in the truck and sing, and I can't
27.
hold the tune to save my life. But hey, hopefully you never
39.
have to use the evidence on from the camera. Norma's got 9, Victoria's got 7.
12.
But yeah, having a dash cam, and like I know within the States,
2.
a lot of people I've heard drive without vehicle insurance. So it's like,
14.
yeah, not fun.
75.
But I wish his work truck. Bingo for Miss Debbie. And Miss Debbie is, gotta go to the other page again, rows 2 and 8 down. Congratulations, Debbie. I'm just checking something real quick in my book. Okay, is Miss KK still here? Kathy. No problem, Norma. I don't mind. But I knew KK's got a bingo, but I haven't seen her put anything in the chat in a while. So, but if she's here, KK's rows are 1 and 2. Yeah, I haven't seen her put anything in chat in a good length. So, I think she left us. Well, Julie's giving me lots of dots. Did I miss you, Julie? Oh, you want the next number? Okay, I will call the next number, but it will not count. So let's see if this next number helps anybody. Start.
84.
No, wasn't your number, Julie. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't seen KK. But yeah, guys, thanks for coming out and hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it a lot. Like I said, I'm going to do a video up in a second for something I'm working on. So if you want to check that out, I'd appreciate it. Like I said, tomorrow, Edna's Bingo, 7 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock Central, and the rest of the time zones, I don't know. I just know those 2. So keep an eye out for her. And then Jo says she thinks Edna's doing also Friday. So keep an eye out for that one, which will probably be, I believe, the same time zone or times as her Thursday bingo. And everyone, again, hope you guys had fun. Thanks for coming out. Oh, wait a minute. There's Miss KK. Yeah, I called yours already, hun. I confirmed you have a bingo with rows 1 and 2. So you are good. I do have you. We did confirm it already. Everyone can vouch. I did call your bingo out. We were starting to wonder if we lost you. But yep, I'm going to go now. Thank you again, everybody. Have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow on the YouTube streets. Bye for now.